Fending the tariffs. Now, crude oil prices plunging to the lowest levels in 3 years. This as President Trump's new tariffs have triggered fears that global demand for oil will fall. Manisha is standing by with more on what's happening across the commodity markets. Manisha.
Well, it has been a decline across asset classes, but crude oil prices really seem to be taking it quite strongly. After 6% of a cut yesterday, the crude prices have declined nearly 9% in the day today as well. This has been the biggest one-day decline since 1st of August 2022. Also, this is the worst weekly decline that we've seen since October 2023 coming in for the crude oil prices. Well, apart from that, the crude is also headed to the lowest level that we've seen in last 4 years. So that's a kind of almost collapse, as markets are calling it, that we have seen in case of the crude oil prices, where 65 is where we are inching towards for Brent and 60 almost breaking when it comes to the US crude oil prices. Well, there are 3 or 4 factors that have continued to weigh onto the markets. One, it is the spillover effect of the sell-off that we've seen in various other asset classes, and then fears of decline in global economy and crude oil demand from major economies because of the kind of trade tariffs that we seem to be looking at right now. The second point is about OPEC and allies, which have boosted output from the month of May. Well, the street was anticipating an increase in output of around 114,000 million barrels, but what we have from OPEC and allies is 411,000 barrels per day. So that clearly seems to be weighing onto the prices, because that much more supplies will come into the market. And then to add to that, the US inventory is also gained by 6 million barrels. Markets were anticipating a decline of 2 million barrels. All of that really adding to the kind of decline that we've seen in case of crude prices. Apart from that, it's not just crude. If you look at the US 10-year yield at 3.89%, that also is the lowest since September 2024. So as I said, decline everywhere, and crude, whether it's bond yields or base metal prices, silver, everything seems to be in a decline.
Manisha, many thanks.